Hey everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to
The Drunken Library.
Today we're filming a video that we've now tried to film twice.
Already.
Once today.
Yep.
Cause...
And it's not even the alcohol's fault.
No, it's technology. But the first time it was Sleepy Amber / technology.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep.
She extra fell asleep.
I
Granted,
was asleep.
we were straight up talking for over an hour and a half, so... not the best.
At that point, I don't think I was saying much.
You weren't, and then I was just like, hey, Amber, what are you thinking? And then I would, like, wake her up, and then she was just like,
I'd be like, oh, yes!
So, we're doing it again. So it's going to be our 2018 channel and reading goals.
Yep.
So we're going to talk a little bit about, like, what we want to do together in terms of the channel, and then we're going to talk about our individual reading
Which are actually
goals,
the same
which are actually
goals.
the same, other than, like, our reading goal number is different, but,
and then it's like, yeah, sort of, yeah, anyway. It's personal, but similar.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess first we should talk about the channel goals. Goal number 1, stop being the worst at YouTube.
The
actual worst at YouTube.
Like, we're terrible.
Like, we don't even pretend that we're not the worst at YouTube. Like, we are legit the worst at YouTube. Yeah. So, we want to get back into rhythm, start posting more regularly, trying to do what we say we're going to do.
Yep. And being reliable.
Yeah, in my life in general, I'm a very reliable person.
This is true. I'm not.
You wouldn't fucking know it.
I'm not.
Though.
I follow through when it's important. When other people are relying on me.
I swear I'm not a space cadet in real life. Like, I remember everything. I keep every appointment.
She is everybody's external brain.
This is not, so we need to be less the worst at YouTube. So, very nice.
And those are my thoughts on that.
Hot. No, so one of the things we need to start getting back on a schedule, posting more regularly. The goal is to film and edit on Thursdays, and it'll probably mean posting on Fridays.
Probably.
Just because nobody wants to post a video at 11 p.m.
No.
But, so that's the goal.
Yep.
And then, in line with that,
we're hoping to get sort of back to our roots a little bit.
A little bit.
And post some more review videos. We've done a lot of tags. We've done a lot of wrap-ups.
Mm-hmm. Which we do want to do more wrap-ups this year. We do want to try to do those every month. We've got January one that's going to be forthcoming probably within a very short span of this video. We filmed it already.
So it should theoretically be up before this, but you never know.
But that's just not, like, we tried to film this one first. So.
Yeah, we did. We did try.
Such is life. We've already talked about our inconsistency.
Yeah. So we do want to try to get some more review videos, or at least, like, more, like, book review somehow or other.
Or, like, specific book-related videos, because those are, to us, some of the funniest ones that we've done. They're the most fun to watch. We have a lot of fun filming them. Yeah. When we're in the right mood. Like, we have to be feeling pretty zany to make them, like, really good. Like, if you watch any of our review videos, like, we seem probably like we're way drunker than we actually are, honestly.
I don't know. We're pretty drunk.
It depends. Like, the Glass Lake video, we were both, like, fucked, but...
Yeah.
But we want to get back to doing some more of those, either specifically reviews or like
explain it to the other one of us.
Yeah, because there are some books that, like, one of us has read and the other hasn't. So we've got some things in the works for that, but we want to kind of get back to that a little bit. But in addition to that, I don't know if any of you were watching way back when we did this, but we posted a video a long time ago at this point. It was like summer 2016, I feel like. Yeah. And it was when we decided we no longer wanted to be only review videos. Right. And we decided we wanted to start posting more other book and booze related things. That was when we started doing, like, booze hauls. And we started talking about doing more tags and that kind of stuff. Yep. And so we also mentioned a couple other things that we would like to do, because we've done one of each of these type of videos. Yep.
So, like, one of the things that we want to do is some more, like, book and booze related crafting videos. Just different, because we're both fairly crafty.
There was a cat in the sink. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're both fairly crafty.
And
we've been collecting, like, bottle caps and beer labels forever, and we've got a ton of them stashed.
I've got some books
that we can use for crafting.
purposes.
So we want to do some, like, different arts and crafts ones. We have one that we made some bookmarks that was a pretty fun video to film, but we just didn't have a rhythm with it yet because we only did the one. Mm-hmm. And then another one that we would like to do is more of our like drink recipe or like drink review kind of videos.
Yep.
Like we did the one where we tried to recreate sploosh from holes. And that was pretty entertaining.
It was.
It was good until it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was too sweet.
It was so sweet.
Too many sugars. But we would like to do that. We've got some other, like, we could do some book-inspired cocktails. I've also got a book that our friend Teresa bought for me for Christmas a couple years ago that is called Tequila Mockingbird, and it is, like, book-named or book-themed drinks. And so we could do, like, a review of that book where we test some of the beverages, and that could be really fun.
Also, I feel like I really enjoyed that tequila tutorial shot, tequila shot tutorial video. So if there's any tutorials, like, we could do some of those. Those could be fun.
Right.
Because we drink.
We could do an updated tequila tutorial where we tell them how we do tequila shots now. Yeah. But, so we want to, like, kind of, because we want to be more consistent, even though we do want to do more of our Back to the Roots reviews, we still want to, like, explore some of it. We want to explore some of those avenues that we really only kind of started to.
Yeah. And it'll give us more time to, like, read whatever books we're reading or whatever, and just kind of make it an overall us channel and not just, like, a review.
Yeah. Those
review
things.
Over and over
those
and over
words.
Again.
Those words that she tried to say.
All the things I said were words.
Sort of, until they weren't. But yeah, and then another thing for the channel that we want to do is we're bringing something back.
We're bringing it back, and we're changing it up.
And it is not sexy. We are not bringing sexy back, because sexy never left on this channel.
Sexy never left on this channel. We're always sexy.
But we are bringing back the
TBR jar.
You guys probably remember how well this went the first time.
If you were around, which maybe 2 of you were.
I don't know, we started kind of picking up momentum that year.
That's true.
But either way...
5 of you were.
Yeah. Either way, this didn't go very well the first time. There were still slips in here that we hadn't drawn yet, because we just stopped like halfway through the year. We were like, fuck this, we're done. From 2016. We had originally set up some specific books and some, like, prompts and put them in here, and then drew one a month, and then we were like, don't want to do it, not gonna do it. Like, we finally posted some of our TBR jar stuff from, like, 2 years ago, like, recently, so, we're bringing back the TBR jar, but we're doing it a little differently, because, very nice.
Thank you.
Because we just don't want to put that pressure on ourselves, because we've realized we don't respond well to it.
Right. So, what we're going to try to do is, because one of our other goals is to do the Book Riot Read Harder Challenge, and we'll have a separate video with this as well.
Yeah, we're going to set up the TBR jar, and we can talk about kind of the prompts and what our plans are for the prompts and whatever. We're going to film that also, but right now we're just telling you that we're doing it. But the Read Harder Challenge is basically just a challenge that's set up. It's 24 prompts to kind of help you push your boundaries for what you're reading.
Just explore your reading horizons.
And we both tried to do it last year. Amber got closer to finishing than I did.
So fucking close, you guys.
I, had a shit reading year last year. I'm not even going to go into it, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But so we want to do that. So instead of trying to set up other things, we're going to put all of the Read Harder prompts
in the
jar this year. We're going to choose 2 prompts a month. We're going to read whatever we're going to read for those prompts. Sometimes it'll be the same thing. Sometimes it'll be different things. It's possible that one of us will have already fulfilled that prompt because, like, I've read a couple. She's actively been working on one.
Right.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
but
there'll be some wiggle room,
it's going to be a way to motivate us to get through that challenge, as well as giving us freedom while still doing a TBR jar.
Yeah. And then it might get us to read a few more books together, which we can do reviews on. Or separately, which we can explain to the other person on camera and to you guys. We've got
we've got some stuff in the works. So
so
we think that the TBR jar, if we bring it back and we do it this way, it'll open up some other possibilities for the channel, and it'll also help us both get toward our other reading goals.
Exactly.
Which we can go into now.
Yeah.
So
so our personal reading goals are
pretty similar, honestly.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty similar.
So, one of the things that we were trying to do last year, which we didn't, is to read The Tale of Genji.
The unabridged version of The Tale of Genji. We were buddy reading it with Jess at Rebel Reads and Janelle at, is it All the World's a Page now? And she changed her channel name like forever ago, and I keep forgetting what it is because we're the worst. We're the worst at YouTube.
Yeah.
But we started buddy reading it with those two lovely, wonderful ladies last year.
Yeah.
And then everybody's lives kind of just like imploded
at the same time, and we all were just kind of like,
we'll take a break for a while,
and neither have I.
Yeah, we'll take a break for a while, but then we like never came back to it. No. So we would like to finish it before the end of this year. That book is hefty, if you don't know.
Yes. It's also in translation from ancient Japanese, which is like they have to translate how it was written into modern Japanese. That's how long ago it was written.
We could insert a video down below where Amber tries to explain how it was written. Because it's the best video we've ever posted, probably.
I just got my glasses foggy.
Sexy. She explains how that worked. Sort of.
Said something. I don't know if I'm explaining things.
It started out as an explanation, and then it went horribly awry. But, and it was also one of those days that it was like 90,000 degrees in my old place.
Yeah. Is that the one where my hair was stupid?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you were like wearing a shirt as a scarf.
Because I didn't want to be naked, but I couldn't wear my shirt anymore.
Anyway, so Tale of Genji we would like to finish. We would like to get back to buddy reading it with those two ladies, but either way, we would like to finish it before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Our other collective goal is that we would both like to read more books that we already own.
Yes.
Because last year Amber put herself on a little bit of a book buying kind of ban, and she did really well with it.
Yes,
she stuck to her resolution all year. I did not do, I didn't try to do that, but I did not buy as many as I did the year before. Granted, the year before I had, finally gotten another bookshelf, and I was like, fuck, buy all the things! But,
yeah. Well, then you didn't have me just like, hey, want to go to the bookstore? Hey, want to go to the bookstore?
So,
hey, want to go to the bookstore?
But we both kind of need to, get into, we still both have probably more than half of the books we own that we haven't actually read.
Absolutely more than half.
And so we would like to do that, get through more things that we already own. And a lot of things that we already own fit, the read harder prompts, which is kind of nice.
Yes.
And I feel like it'll still count, if we read books that the other owns, because at least then it's, not going out and buying something. Yes.
It's just stuff that's in the house, because we live together, we're roommates right now, so,
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Just basically things that are already here. We have, between the two of us, 1,000-ish books. Possibly more, probably more. Just sitting there. At least, probably more. Half of which...
I counted mine. I have over 650.
Yeah, I didn't count mine.
And you have just almost as much as I do.
About as many. I ran out of space. Yeah. So, possibly less, but it's still, it's probably about 500. Yeah. And I've also got the ones on my Kindle.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I do a lot of ebooks because I have limited space.
Yeah. Audiobooks are a thing.
Audiobooks are a thing. But, the idea is to get through things that one of the two of us already owns. We've got so many books in this house that have just never been read. And that's insane to me and to you. So.
Yeah. And there's books that she owns that I want to read. There's books that I own that she wants to read.
There's books we both own,
yeah, because we both want to read them. It's... So we want to get to those. And that's... Yeah. So...
And then my other one that's, just kind of a specifically book-related goal is I want to read more of my comics and stuff this year. Because I meant to do that last year. Same with, my short stories.
Yeah.
I meant to do that last year. I just kind of fell off in the middle and got kind of back on it toward the end of the year. But I think it'll be good. There's 3 comic or graphic novel prompts on the Read Harder Challenge this year. They all fit in with books that I already own and was planning on reading anyway.
I didn't have a plan for any of them, so the fact that Sam already owned them was very convenient. There's that one, though, that I was thinking of doing that fits 2 prompts.
Yeah, which I think you should do.
I'm gonna check the library, but if not, I might just buy that one.
Which is still better.
I'm gonna have to do online because I can't just go to a bookstore and buy that here.
We'll talk about it in the video about that. But I want to read some more of those, which works out well with my Goodreads goal for the year. But so we can talk about the Goodreads goal for the year now.
So now our other personal goals that we want to reach is our Goodreads goal. So my personal reading goal is not as ambitious as Sam's. My personal reading goal is 52 books.
That's good though. Solid book a week.
Yeah. Last year I set it at 40, and then I think I got to 57 or 58.
Yeah, well, because the year before you'd set it at 52 the last several years, and then it didn't work out. So I was like, maybe just set a lower one, and then if you get past it, then bump it back up. And so that's what you did.
Yep.
And you killed it. And last year I had set mine at 60. That was my original plan. And then I motored through 25 books in the first month of the year.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm going to bump it up. So I bumped it up to 100. And then I did not read 100 books. I think I wound up reading 47 books last year. Which, to be fair, we've already mentioned, last year was not a good year for me reading-wise or just in general, to be completely honest.
Last year was sort of garbage.
Last year was kind of a dumpster fire. Yeah. To be totally honest. But, so this year, because I didn't get to it last year, and because I'm just, feeling like I can do it, I set it at 100 again, because I don't want to lower it unless I've failed a few times at reaching that goal.
Which is what I ended up doing.
Right, if I fail 3 times, and I'm like, alright, too ambitious. Got it.
Yeah.
But I think I can do it. I read 10 books in January, which is pretty good. And, so, if I keep that up, I will get past 100.
Yay!
And the comics thing is going to help, because a lot of those are shorter, and I can get through them in an hour. But, that's fine. But
yeah, so, that pretty much wraps up all of our
reading goals and stuff for the year. No, so, hope you guys enjoyed our channel and reading goals. If you want to try to hold us accountable, because we're the worst at YouTube, do it in the comments. Find us on Twitter and Facebook and email and our individual Goodreads. And honestly, if you know our last names, find us individually on Facebook and be like, bitch.
Right, I might give you my number. I don't know.
It depends who you are,
Yeah,
it's fine.
If you're not creepy.
Even if you are, she might. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so do that. Let us know what your guys' goals are. We know we're kind of late to posting this, because, we are the worst at YouTube, and also we tried to film it, and that didn't work.
Or if, you already lined it all out in a video, just be like, hey, check out my video.
Yeah, just, link us to your video down yonder.
Yeah.
And we'll go check it out. But, have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.